My name is Noah. I'm 32 years old. And for most of my life I waited. Waited to be seen. Waited to be loved. Waited to matter. My parents were successful. Ambitious. Accomplished. They had clients and meetings, galas and awards. But what they never had was time for me. When I was 9, they sent me to live with my grandparents. Just for a few months, they said. It turned into 20 years. And in that time I learned one thing. Some families raise you with love. Others just raise you with logistics. But even then, I hoped. My grandparents weren't perfect. But they were present. My grandfather taught me how to fish, how to fix a bike, how to sit in silence without feeling awkward. My grandmother called me her boy. She made pancakes on Thursdays, believed in handwritten letters, and told me every day that I mattered. They were everything I had. They were my real parents, even if the world didn't see it that way. Every birthday, I wrote my parents. I sent photos, awards, drawings, letters filled with hope. They wrote back twice in 10 years. And even then, their replies felt like formalities. When I graduated college, they didn't come. They sent flowers. A card signed by their assistant. And that night, I cried on my grandmother's lap like I was 10 again. I was 28 when I lost them. First my grandfather. Then, 6 months later, my grandmother. My world crumbled. The house I grew up in sold. The neighbors who knew me moved. And my parents? They came to the funerals. Stayed 15 minutes. Then left for a business dinner. That was the moment I stopped waiting. I realized I wasn't grieving just them. I was grieving the idea of what could have been. I moved to Seattle. Got a quiet job at a local bookstore. Started journaling again. And I made a vow. I will no longer chase love. I will create it. Her name was Claire. She came in asking for a book about grief. We talked. First for 10 minutes. Then for 2 hours. She was gentle, but not fragile. She had lost her brother. She knew silence and sorrow. But she still laughed like light. We met again the next day. And the next. It wasn't a spark. It was a fire that built slowly, and burned without permission. Claire never asked me to prove my worth. She never tried to fix me. She just listened. When I told her about my parents, she didn't say I'm sorry. She said, "You deserved more." And that sentence broke something open in me. We cooked dinners together. Walked under rain without umbrellas. Talked about what kind of life we wanted. Not perfect. Not flashy. Just present. At 31, we got married. A small ceremony under a tree. Just us and 10 people who had become home to us. We adopted a little girl a year later. Her name is Lily. She laughs like she invented joy. I make pancakes on Thursdays now. Just like Grandma. Sometimes I catch myself watching them, Claire and Lily, and I realize. This is the family I needed. This is the one I built. I haven't spoken to my parents in 4 years. Not out of anger. But because I finally understand. You don't have to invite people into your life just because they share your blood. Love is not owed. It is earned. And I no longer spend energy proving my worth to those who never saw it. I read bedtime stories now. I tuck in blankets. I hold small hands. I wipe away tiny tears. And with every kiss on Lily's forehead, I am healing a younger version of myself. I no longer wait to be chosen. Because I have chosen me. And in doing so, I found everything I thought I had lost. If you're reading this, wondering when someone will finally show up for you, let it be you. Build the love you were denied. Create the family you always dreamed of. Not because it's easy, but because it's possible. And one day, like me, you'll wake up, look around and realize. You didn't need to be part of someone else's family. Because you had the strength to create your own. And it will be beautiful.